Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm YouTube trash. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on gold. Oh, wait a second. I heard that I had a request. Sorry that you feel that way. The only thing I have to say is every silver lining's got a touch of gray. I will get by. Do. How are you guys doing today? Today, we're going to talk about Jeffree Star and how Jeffree Star may or may not be getting a little shady. A little shady. There's been several events. I think Jeffree is getting really bored up in his house. I also think that a cardinal just came and sat, oh, I was going to show you guys. It just came and sat on my squirrel table. I literally sit all day long and I watch my squirrel table, of which I have peanut butter and seeds and stuff up there. And a squirrel, if you haven't seen my picture already, I'm so excited about it. A squirrel, not dirt squirrel, which we're going to talk about in just a second. A squirrel came and sat on my squirrel table yesterday and ate. And then I went out this morning and everything was gone. So I went out there and I put new seeds. I was going to turn the camera on and everything because there was a cardinal up on the table. I was so excited. But anyway, before we get into this Jeffree Star thing, I want to say, no, this video is not sponsored, but Dirt Squirrel, who makes these fantastic fans. If you've not seen the new fans that I have been using over here recently, I love that for you. And period T. And what else? The other one. And and then my favorite. Okay, sis, have been so kind to not once but twice send me an entire package of fans. They send me all these fans and stuff. They're really nice. And Dirt Squirrel also has a fantastic Instagram and YouTube. So we have decided to partner together. Well, it was actually their suggestion because people ask all the time, where do you get your fans? Where do you get your fans? Where do you get your fans? So they have given me a code. My code is Peter Monn. It is not an affiliate code. I don't make any money off of this. They've just been so wonderful to send me these fans. But if you use code Peter Monn at Dirt Squirrel, you will get 20% off your complete order. So I will list that below. I will also list their Instagram and I will also list their YouTube channel, which you're gonna wanna go follow and subscribe because, are you ready? This is so fantastic. Now they have underwear and fans and everything on their website, but we are doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. So we'll be doing a giveaway on each of those. Are you ready? For a $100 gift card, which is a lot when it comes to this. Because these fans, listen, you could get yourself a couple fans, some underwear, you can get all kinds of stuff over on Dirt Squirrel for $100. So I think it's very generous of them. And they're just doing that out of the kindness of their heart. And I love their fans so much. So I just want to say that to get everybody excited. I will be announcing that in the next couple days when we're going to do the giveaway for that. So anyway, before I get into this, Jeffree Star, the drama opera, I'm going in with my number 2, okay? Morphe blend, whatever, I don't know. The drama opera of 2017. Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill, Manny Mua. We're going to talk about him today. Huda Beauty. We're going to talk about her. James Charles. Hi, sisters. Of course, we're going to talk about James. Okay, let's get into this video. What was that song I used to sing? My parents went away for a week's vacation and okay, so it is at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. Let's get into this video. Jeffree Star has been stirring up. I don't know how he can't. It's there. Look. Do you see? The cardinal. I have to show it, okay? Look at that. The most exciting part of my day is the cardinal eating off of my squirrel table. I had to show that. Okay, so for all of you out there that follow my vlog, too much Peter Monn. Okay, for those of you that follow my vlog, you know how excited I get about my squirrel table out there, so I just had to show that. Okay, anyway, I think Jeffree Star is getting very bored in his 25,000 square foot house all by himself. Number 2, well, with his team of people. Number 2, I want a team. Everybody has teams these days. James Charles has a team. Jeffree Star, everybody has a team. I need a team. I'm a team player. I am. Don't. Family friendly. Anyway, okay. I think Jeffree Star is A, getting bored, and B, number B, I think that Jeffree Star knows that he has a product coming out because he came out today, and I'm going to play this first for you. Okay, he came out today, and this is what he had to say about his next product launch. Are you ready? Here you go.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. How the fuck are we doing today? I woke up in the best mood. Anxiety? Bye, girl. Has anyone else just been feeling really anxious or crazy this week? The last month, everything has just been such a roller coaster. But we got to focus on ourselves. We got to make sure that we're good. I'm really fucking excited because this Saturday, there's going to be a new video on my channel. And bitch, I'm just going to say it. It's the next Jeffree Star Cosmetics reveal. Oh my God. I am so fucking ready for this next collection. If you're into rainbow, acid, bright, crazy colors, this collection will not be for you. Now, we all know that Miss Coronavirus fucked up a lot of brands' launches, releases, and so many things. So this collection was supposed to come out in April, but it's finally going to come out. Everyone is going to be able to really take their makeup to the next level with this next palette. That's what I'm warning you right now. So bitch, if you're not ready for something fresh and new, I get it, but get ready for Saturday. Okay, so before you guys see any reveals this weekend, let's take some guesses. If you guys want to tweet me today, if you're watching this, let me know what you think the next color story is for JSC.
So, no, that was another video of my squirrel, or my cardinal. That was what Jeffree Star had to say about his new release. So, what do you guys think it's going to be? I'll tell you what I think it's going to be right now, okay? There has been all of this ruckus recently about James Charles coming out with this merch that is tie-dye, which I think is real adorable, by the way. But all of these people are all up in this huge uproar about James Charles coming out with this tie-dye themed, which is really very popular with festival season, you know, music festival season, but about James Charles coming out with this thing. I think Jeffree Star's palette is going to be very similar to this tie-dye color scheme. That's what I think, and I think we're going to see now why all these huge issues have come out about it, because Jeffree even said in his thing, I was supposed to release this in April, but I'm putting it out now because of the coronavirus, whatever, and then he can say, see, I already had but he had to have been planning this for 9 months anyway. Listen, this whole discussion over who came up with tie-dye first, the hippies came up with the tie-dye first, okay? I don't know what era you grew up in, but I'm telling you right now, okay? I was born in 72, and long before me, they were wearing tie-dye, okay? They were making tie-dye. It was in the Mother Earth catalog that I have down in my basement with many other things way back in the day. Tie-dye is not a new concept, okay? Didn't nobody steal no tie-dye, okay? It's not a new concept. But it is very, very popular with the kids at the music festivals and things like that. I love a good music festival, too. I'm sad that we can't be going to no music festivals this year, but we need to stay safe and healthy. Okay, so I think that's what's going to happen. So that was what he said today. But it's interesting, right before he gets ready to announce his launch of his new thing that's going to come out, right? That he has been really a little bit shady recently, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, I'm sure that people have been keeping up with a lot of the news coverage of where Jeffree has been in a lot of drama in the last month, which is interesting to me because, you know, he always says that he wants to stay out of drama, and then Jeffree seems to always constantly be in the middle of drama. And I'm starting to wonder if the favor isn't turning a little bit against Jeffree Star. It just seems to me like the popular opinion at this point. I know that Jeffree Star has his diehard lovers and things like, well, I mean, diehard stans. I know that Jeffree Star has all that, but I'm starting to wonder if, like, the public opinion is starting to change a little bit. And let me tell you why. Okay, well, first of all, he came out with this picture. He put this up 5 days ago, and he said, scrolling through my phone and found these pics from a collab I was going to do in 2017 with Glam Glow for a face mask. Sadly, Estee Lauder, who owns them, tried to make me sign a contract and silenced me from saying anything negative about any brand they owned in my reviews. I ended up canceling the collab. What I want you to take from my experience is never compromise who you are for any amount of money, ever. Even though I love the brand, the bigger picture of their owners trying to silence me was so insulting and disrespectful. It still bothers me to this day. Okay, so I don't know if what he's saying in here when he talks about a collab is that they were going to do like a Jeffree Star Estee Lauder collab or a Jeffree Star Glam Glow collab. like, you know, where they would have come out with a product together, which would have been one thing that would have been interesting, because Jeffree Star, other than Morphe, I don't believe has really ever done that except for his own cosmetic brand. And it seems like he's always been on course. So then does it mean that he was going to do like a sponsored video? I thought Jeffree Star didn't do sponsored videos. I thought he didn't do sponsored reviews and things like that, but I could be completely wrong. So anyway, a lot of people come underneath here and they sing, you know, Jeffree's praises. Nikki Tutorials, she sings his praises, and on and on and on. And a lot of people are like, well said, well said. But yet again, here is another moment where Jeffree Star is coming out and he's talking against another brand. And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. You know, I mean, we talk about Jeffree Star being Jeffree Star approved, and people really love his opinions, and they think that he gives honest reviews and stuff like that. But I do think, you know, that it has been seen over time that Jeffree Star favors some brands more than others. Not just personally, but like professionally as well. I don't know at this point, as big of his brand is getting, what I think how it looks as a CEO of a makeup company to be talking poorly about other makeup companies. I just don't know that I think that that's a great look. And that's where I think it's hard for Jeffree Star to differentiate between, and I know people always, like, whenever I say this, they always like have a hard time with this, but where Jeffree Star has a hard time differentiating between Jeffree Star, the reviewer of other makeup brands Jeffree Star approved, and Jeffree Star, the CEO of makeup. You know what I mean? Like, to me, I would think that would be a really hard position to be in. But, I mean, maybe not. I don't know, okay? So then he goes in. This was very, very interesting. Huda Beauty came out with mascara that is supposedly clinically proven, and I can't speak today. Trend Mood posted it on her Instagram, and she said, here, I'll show you the picture right here. Let me screenshot it, that she posted, and she said, revealed, new mascara is about to drop. 2-in-1 legit lashes, double-ended mascara by Huda Beauty. A long-lasting matte black dual-ended mascara that is clinically proven to give your lashes major volume, dramatic curl, lift, and length. Featuring full-size mascaras in one dual-ended pack, 2 brushes, 2 formulas, glide smoothly onto lashes for an even, buildable, and clump-free application, $27. And it goes on and on and on. And there are 856 comments underneath here. But what's interesting is when you go to the very first one, okay, I gotta roll through all of the comments because there's like 100 and some comments, so just let me get ready. When you go underneath here, there's a comment from Fake Goth 101, and Fake Goth 101 said, you can't clinically prove a mascara. Not only is it illegal to claim something is clinically proven when it isn't, it is also false advertising that gives against FTC guidelines. Now, when you go in here, okay, you might wonder why this top comment is getting so many responses, okay? I'm literally right now, I'm trying to scroll through it, and I am at 54 comments, so I'm gonna stop this until I can get to the top. Okay, I had to go into the Beauty Guru Reddit because the comment has now been deleted, which I didn't know because when I went to look, it was still there. Jeffree Star comments and says, exactly, she is ruthless and only cares about money. I think a long time ago, she used to actually enjoy creating content and beauty products. Now, I can't see if this is if this comment is real. So, allegedly, it might consider speculation, but it has a blue check mark next to it. I know that people are gonna say, this is not the real comment, but I'm telling you, when I looked, it was there and it was the real comment, okay? So when you go into the Instagram, what's interesting is all of these people have responded to Jeffree Star underneath here, okay? And people are like, and I oop, and someone said, at least she doesn't support Someone said, you know, this is going to be some hot tea, right? Someone said, LMAO, Instagram lawyer in the house, huh? She most likely has ingredients that have been proven to do those things. And then it goes on and on and on. And then, I mean, and there are some people in here that are, you know, supporting Jeffree. Someone said, amen, Jeffree. Another one said, Jesus Christ, Jeffree, stay out of other people's business. You are blessed. Stop trying to spread bad energy. Let Huda deal with it. Someone else said, Jeffree's always on the attack wherever Huda is involved. Someone else said, Jeffree is so bored in his house that he has to insert himself in everything. Drama. Bruh, you're one to talk. I'm literally reading these comments straight down. Didn't you support... I mean, it's saying like some pretty harsh things. Oh my God, exhausting, dude. Instead of that, be happy for other success. Good vibes always. Which is really interesting because whenever people come from Jeffree Star, doesn't Jeffree always say, I'm just like so blessed, I have the best life. You know, other people and their negativity, why don't they live their lives? That's what Jeffree always says, right? So it's interesting that this person called it out and said, exhausting, dude. Instead of that, be happy for other success. Good vibes always. And, Then there's two people here that agree with Jeffree. Say, I completely agree. Other one said queen. Someone said, she is ruthless and only cares about money, in quotation. Says the man that flaunts his wealth every chance he gets and attacks his competitors any chance he gets. Least Huda didn't willingly work, okay, on and on and on. Someone said, what's going on with you? Someone said, deep down he knows she's way more successful than he'll ever be. That's why he's always salty. Someone said, just like you, Jeffree. Someone said, LOL screaming. Oof, literally. Weird, because you couldn't clinically prove that. Ooh, oh my, people, you guys are really coming for Jeffree in this. Don't care, didn't ask. Plus, you're, whoo, people are, you guys, this thread is unbelievable. I'm kind of surprised Trend Mood hasn't taken this down. I'm just saying, okay, I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, so what else is, let's go down here and says, see, if Jeffree is on one side, then I'm automatically with him. Somebody says, LOL, how you know what she did? Were you there? Someone said, except, okay, wait. They're going on about the clinically proven thing. Or are you jealous because her sales are good and you feel you are the only influencer that is supposed to be successful, so you try to cancel her just like everyone else? Example, and they go on and they say, for example, Tati, James, and Manny. Then when someone said, I think a long time ago you actually, oh, got these comments, you guys, underneath here. Someone said, I feel like this Jeffree, he's so sad. Someone said, busted the house. Someone said, oh, look, another desperate attempt to shift focus from yourself by making someone look bad to further your own agenda. Didn't you want to release mascara this year? What would that would be interesting if his next cosmetics release was mascara and Huda Beauty just put this out. Like, and then he even commented on her. Like, that would be a really, really bad look. You really couldn't help yourself, but hard to make sure you drag the competition. But you had to make sure you drag the competition. It's a miracle she had, okay, I'm gonna read all these. And you, what is your problem in your miserable life? Don't you have a life? Live here, I can't understand that comment, I'm sorry. You love to claim that you stay out of drama all the time, but look where you are, continually involving yourself in something not concerning you. And then there's a lot of conversation about the mascara. Oh my God, how bored are you? And these are all to Jeffree Star. If she only cares about money, why did she give up her salary to avoid laying off any of her employees? You're just mad, boo. I hope you find happiness one day. I think you misspelled I with she with that comment. I'm glad people are about you. Glad people are now waking up and finding truths about you. You're not a god. Also, she sells more than you. She isn't bothered. So I wonder what Huda might have to say about all this. So if you go over to her Instagram, she's over there living her best life, and she actually put up a little statement. Here, I will show it to you. And this is her statement right here. And it says, I don't know if this is what it's talking about, but it says, when people try to dim your brightness, know it has everything to do with their darkness and nothing to do with you. Use it, however, to fuel your fire. Hashtag shine bright, baby. Thought that was kind of an interesting commentary. So I don't know if that has to do with all of this stuff, but it seems to me, you know, back in the day when Jeffree would say anything, and maybe this is kind of a test of his to see like what people are thinking at this point, but whenever Jeffree would say things, people would be like, oh, Jeffree has spoken, which is still the case. I mean, it really, really is. People still love Jeffree and they really, you know, trust his reviews and things like that. The Cardinal is back. I cannot believe it. I should just make a whole video about my Cardinal and my Squirrel all day long over here. So, that's interesting, right? Okay, that's interesting, right? So then, okay, I'm sitting here and I'm watching about this collab come out, and he's talking about, you know, or this palette or cosmetics or whatever he's going to put out. If it's mascara, I will literally be like, I will faint a million faints, and I haven't said that in a year, okay? So anyway, I'm like, I think Manny's putting out his newest product. Like, I remember Manny saying that he was going to put out his newest product. So I went over to Manny's Twitter, okay, and Manny posted it on 5/5. He said, F it, I'm launching my new collection this month. And I was like, okay. So Manny comes out and says that he's going to launch his new, and you guys, historically, I know people are like, ooh, He's reaching. I gotta stretch for my reach, okay? Not my reach around. Family friendly. But my reach. People are always like, he is so stretching. Okay, fine, right? But every time Manny announces that he is coming out with a product, Jeffree comes out literally a day or two later and goes, oh, I just happened to be releasing a product. It's like Manny cannot release a product. Now, I know that products are, specifically released around certain times, but it's like every time Manny comes out, Jeffree is like on the heels of it. How do I know this? Because I've made videos every single time it happens. And it's like, and Manny hasn't released as many products and hasn't had as many launches as Jeffree. And every time that Manny has a release or a launch, Jeffree is like right on his heels announcing his launch, So he announced that. And then Manny posted on the 11th, okay, which was 2 days ago. When it comes to my brand, I don't launch all the time. And I don't launch a ton of items when I do. I don't know if that's shade, okay, if he's saying like here, somebody's releasing an entire, cosmetics line, but I think quality over quantity is the way to go for me and Lunar Beauty, and he's just speaking about Lunar Beauty at that point, so who knows if he's referencing, Jeffree Star. The other thing I have to think, though, is behind the scenes, all these people talk, okay, all of them, especially that Gabriel Zamora, no, Tati, no, all of them seem to have wings on their tongues, So I'm sure, people knew whatever palette Jeffree Star is coming out with, the color scheme, I'm sure people know what that was. I'm sure people knew what James Charles merch was going to be that it was released. This whole conversation about merch, do you see, I'm basically the Wolfman at this point. Okay, my hair is so long. Look at this. I can fly away. But anyway, fly me away to my beautiful, anyway, at this point, this whole conversation of merch cracks me up. Like, back in the day, merch was when you would stand in line for 45 minutes before or after a concert and try to get a t-shirt that had all the cities on the back of it. Do you remember that back in the day? I still have all mine. I didn't throw those away, okay? No, ma'am. I got a good Stevie Nicks down there in the basement. Don't think I don't. So anyway, but, it's interesting to me. I think they all know, when somebody's going to release something and what they're going to, what the conversation's going to be and all that kind of stuff. Which, by the way, I wanted to do this. Look, hi, sisters. Hi, James. Did you watch his newest video, which is called The Biggest Beauty Collab in History, which is basically like a spin-off of that TikTok thing, that they're doing where they drop the brush, they hand over the brush. I thought it was really, really cute, okay? Now, people were saying that there was some shade thrown in there from Nikki Tutorials towards, I was thinking, they were suggesting, I guess, Jeffree Star, because when she passes it to Patrick Star, she says something like the biggest star with 3 R's or something like that. I don't know if that was shade towards Jeffree Star, but isn't Nikki friends with Jeffree? So I don't think that would be a shade. But I will tell you what's interesting is that when you look at the names of the people that were on here, Gabriel Zamora, who I thought was friends or friendly with James, was not in this tutorial, which is interesting. I mean, I know Gabriel doesn't really like to do makeup these days. He just likes to cook in his kitchen. But I thought that that was really, really interesting that he wasn't in this. But did you guys see it? It was really cute. I thought it was very cute how they did that whole thing. I was thinking about this today as in regards to the whole, James Charles and Jeffree Star and the back and forth and back and forth. How this all went down, if they were really, really, really smart businessmen, how this all went down a year ago, they did not think this through. I don't know if it was their ego and their pride getting in the way. I don't know where it all started for each of them. Who was I'm intimidated by the other person. We'll never know. They'll never get on video and admit that they were intimidated by the other person or whatever, right? But I was thinking about one of my one of my favorite TV shows of life, Dance Moms. I do. I love Dance Moms. I've seen every single episode of it, okay? Hey, Kalani! Nia's my favorite. Point your toes, Nia. But, I was thinking about how Dance Moms ended, and if these girls kind of went off and did their own thing, and they're all still have this huge social media following, but let's just be for real, okay? When they age out, it's not like they're going to have, when they're 30, that they're going to still have this huge social media following unless they've made their careers. And I was thinking about Maddie and Chloe, because Maddie and Chloe were always pitted against each other their entire career. Abby always pitted them against each other, and she'd even come out and say, for them to grow, they have to have really great competition. So she would pit them against each other, so they wanted to do their own personal best, right? Can you imagine if the finale of Dance Moms was Chloe and Maddie opening their own dance studio, and Chloe and Maddie came out, okay? Not thinking they could do it on their own, not putting their mother's ego and pride aside, okay? But if Chloe and Maddie came out with their own TV show, their own, where they would tour, their own tour, just the two of them. Those RuPaul's Drag Girls, they figured it out, okay? And they came out with their own tour, just Maddie and Chloe together, okay? They put a dance studio together where they were teaching lessons, and they hired those other ones in there. Them minis could even be teaching lessons. Put them to work too, you know? Jeffree and James, if they had put their differences and their egos and their prides aside, they could literally, at this point, have completely dominated the beauty industry. Can you even imagine if Jeffree and James had been able to put their egos aside for 2 seconds and done makeup collabs together, and James would have done a makeup collab with, you know, Jeffree Star and blah, blah. I mean, it would have been unbelievable, but they couldn't do that. They couldn't do that. And I don't know where it starts and where it ends, you know, and it's going to be interesting because I think one of these days, James is going to surpass Jeffree. James is going to come out with his own makeup. We know this, okay? James is going to come out with James Charles Cosmetics. It is going to happen one of these days. And when it does, he has youth on his side. He has all these people that are believing in him. And when he comes out with James Charles, I mean, look at his merch. His merch literally sells out like that, you know? When it comes out, like, he's going to have all of that on his side. James Charles Cosmetics is going to take over. And then Jeffree Star will really have a huge competitor. It won't just be about a Morphe palette. It will be about, you know, whatever. And I don't know what's going to happen then, you know? I always think, like, all of these big beauty gurus at some point will just kind of fade off into the distance, but I don't think so. I really don't. And, you know, they just talked about how California could possibly be, my neighbor just walked out in her yard checking her tomato plants, how California could be on another lockdown for the next 3 months. These people are literally, they're going to lose their minds, okay? You want to see drama? I thought that when the doors opened and people could go out, I thought that's when we were going to start seeing more drama. I don't think so. I think we're going to see it when these people are just sitting at home and they're just spinning. We're already seeing it with Jeffree Star. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that. Put it in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.